test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out.
Hi. Yeah, this is your girl Lisa, and I want to welcome you once again to another interesting video. And if this is the first time you are seeing this beautiful face, please do not make it your last by clicking on the notification button so as to get notified anytime I post a new video. And to my returning subscribers, I got you, I love you, and without you, I will not be here. So I love you. Okay, yeah, so guys, today is going to be a very different kind of video because I put out a question on my IG where I told you guys to ask me any kind of question and I'm going to answer it. So I'm using this video to answer all the questions I got from you guys last week. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Yeah, so I'll be reading out the question from this book because I wrote it down. I'm saying this should in case you catch me looking down. So, all right, let's move on. So, the first question I got here says, what's one principle you live by? Wow. Well, the very first principle or one principle I live by is to know yourself. Identify who you are, know your inner self, know your worth, know your value. You understand? Because life is not that funny for someone to just live without knowing what is driving them. So one principle I live by, or I will always tell people, is to know what drives you, know your identity. The next question I got here says, what's your idea of a perfect day? Okay, for my day to be a perfect one, that means I have achieved everything I wanted to achieve for that day. Yeah, if I should say that my day is a perfect day, I must have achieved everything I've planned to achieve that day. If I didn't achieve all my aims, all my goals for that day, it's not a perfect day for me. I can only say it's perfect when I have achieved all the things I wanted to achieve for that particular day. So moving on to the next question, it says, what was your best subject in school? Okay, my best subject in school was economics. I love economics, despite the fact that most people don't like it because it has some calculation, demand and supply and all of that. But I love it, despite the fact that so many people don't like it. That was my best subject in school. So yeah, moving on to the next one, it says, when do you want to get married? Very interesting. Okay, yeah, I want to get married when I am ready for that. And again, when is the will of God for that? Or, yeah, that's when I really want to. Because, there are certain times when you have planned to do some certain things at some certain stage. But if that your plan was not really guided by God or was not really defined by God, then it's not really going to be a very perfect one. It's not really going to happen because it was not really what God planned for you at that particular stage. So I will get married at the right time and at God's time. So moving on to the next one, it says, what is something you want to improve on? Well, I want to improve on rebranding. Like, I want to rebrand myself in a very perfect way. Yeah, that is one thing I really want to improve on. I want to rebrand myself. I want to change the perception of what people see me as. That is one thing I want to improve on, rebranding. Yeah, so the next one says, are you an extrovert or introvert? Well, for me, I am both. Yeah, I am both. There are times when I'm introvert and there are times when I'm extrovert. So it depends on the vibes I am getting from you. For instance, if I'm around people that I am familiar with, I tend to be extrovert than introvert. But when I'm around people that I am not familiar or they are not my friends, like my introverted self tends to comes out. So it depends on who you are to me. So going on to the next question, it says, what's your favorite social media app? Yeah, my favorite social media app is Facebook. I love Facebook more than every other social media app because it gives you access to connecting with people to different levels, you understand? So Facebook is my favorite social media app, and if you are not following me on Facebook, try to do with this name up here. Moving on to the next one, and it says, who can you tell everything to? My mom. My mom is the only person I can literally tell everything to. My mom knows my deepest secret. So my mom is the only person I'm kind of comfortable to spill everything out to. You understand? So moving on to the next one, and it says, do you have any insecurities? Yeah, I have insecurities while I was in my early 20s. Yeah, you know that time in your life when you are insecure about your body shape, you're insecure about how you talk, you're insecure about almost literally everything. Yeah, there were times I was insecure about so many things. But right now, I don't care anymore. I don't really care. If you don't like me, you don't like me. And if our vibes doesn't really go, I don't really care anymore. So I I don't care about my insecurities anymore. I see life the way it is, and once you are giving me a positive energy, I tend to return that positive energy. So moving on to the next one, and it says, how would you describe yourself to someone you just met? If I'm meeting you for the first time, I'm going to behave myself. I'm going to just be. I won't literally spill everything about myself, you understand? If I'm meeting you for the first time, I tend to watch, observe. I tend to take cognizance of so many things around you, you understand? So, yeah. Yeah, but we are almost coming to the end. We have only two questions here, and the next one says, what was what was your biggest fear? I mean, what is your biggest fear? Well, my biggest fear is marrying the wrong person. Yeah, just getting married to the wrong person is my biggest fear, and I just don't want to get married for being married or for marrying sake. I just want to marry who is mine. Yeah. Yeah. So the last but not the least says, what do you miss most about being younger? I missed a lot of things. I missed a lot of things. When I was much younger, I could see my parents providing for all my needs. I could see my other sister providing, they took care of me. But right now, I'm literally the one providing everything I need for myself. No one is asking you, have you eaten this? Like, what do you need? It is really not happening again. Like, adulthood is really killing me. Life after service has not really been easy, and my parents tend not to care. They just think you are a big girl. I don't really know how they see people like that once they are done with their youth service. They just don't care, and you are to take care of yourself and everything. And their main focus now should be on my younger siblings and not me again. Like, I literally provide everything I need by myself. We all hustle for everything we need. And yeah, that's Nigerian parents for you. And by the way, that's how life should be, you understand? Okay, so these are the questions I was able to answer among the questions you guys asked me on my IG. And if you have any further questions, do well to ask me on the comment section, and I will be glad to answer those questions. And if you've not yet subscribed, please do. If you've not liked, please do. Yeah, so we've come to the end of this video. Like, share, comment. Okay, I still remain your favorite lady, Lisa. See you on my next video. Bye.